Good afternoon, Dominic Hyson. Let's begin the warm-up session. Why did you choose to become a nurse?
There are several reasons why I chose nursing. First of all, many of my relatives are nurses, and their stories inspired me a lot. Besides, nursing is a profession with an ocean of opportunities, both native and abroad. Above all, this is a service-oriented profession in which I can serve humanity. Hence, I chose nursing as my career.
Why did you choose OET?
It is my long-term ambition to work as a registered nurse in any English-speaking country, such as the UK, Ireland, and so on. To meet the requirements to register as a nursing professional there, I need to prove my English language proficiency. Hence, I chose OET to fulfill my dream. Moreover, OET is tailored according to the needs of nursing professionals. I believe I could perform well in this test.
What are the current trends in your profession?
Nursing is a dynamic profession, and changes happen daily. Nowadays, technology plays a vital role in my profession. For instance, paper records that we used in older days have been updated to electronic records. Besides, at present, we are following evidence-based practice, which means there is a scientific rationale for every procedure. Moreover, in the present days, a nurse can function as a nurse practitioner, which is equivalent to the position of a physician.
Do you have a role model?
Yes, I do. My role model is my mother. I follow many things that my mother does. It is from my mother that I learned the basics of kind behavior, decision-making, and organizing skills, a polite and humble manner, helping and sharing mentality. The care and respect she gives to everyone makes me wonder sometimes. She is a perfect example of womanhood. I believe a nurse should possess all these qualities. She is my superhero.
Which is your favorite destination? Why?
My dream destination is Australia. The first and foremost thing is that Australia has a world-class healthcare system, and I can be a part of it. Secondly, the country has a better standard of living and economic and political stability. Besides, here nurses are paid well and respected too. In addition, I have many friends and relatives over there, so they can help me during my initial days.
Your preparation time is over. You can now start your roleplay.
Good morning. Please come in and have a seat. I'm Domenic, one of the nurses here. Could you please confirm your name and the reason for your visit today?
Hello, Domenic, thank you. I'm Mihiraa. I've been feeling quite unwell since I got back from a trip. I have a persistent fever and just feel awful all over, with some stomach discomfort too.
Thank you for that, Mihiraa. I'm sorry to hear you've been feeling so poorly. I want to help you figure out what's going on. First, to help me understand, could you tell me more about this fever?
Of course. It's been about 5 or 6 days now. And yes, that's exactly it. I often feel a bit better in the morning, but by the afternoon and evening, I'm burning up again.
I see. Besides the fever and the general malaise, what other symptoms are you experiencing? For example, do you have a headache or have you noticed any loss of appetite?
Yes, I have a constant dull headache, and I've had no appetite at all. Food just doesn't appeal to me.
And what about the abdominal discomfort you mentioned? Can you describe that a bit more? Are you having any issues with constipation or diarrhea?
It's more of a general ache and feeling of bloating. I have been having diarrhea, actually.
Have you noticed any rash on your skin?
No rash, though.
Thank you, that's very helpful. Now, to get the full picture, I need to ask about your recent history. You mentioned a trip. Mihiraa, could you please brief about your travel history?
I was visiting family in South Asia. I returned just over a week ago. I was mostly careful, but I did eat some street food a few times with my cousins. The water was usually bottled, but I'm not 100% sure about everything. And no one else seemed particularly sick while I was there.
Thank you for sharing all that, Mihiraa. Based on what you've told me, specifically the pattern of your fever getting worse through the day and your recent travel to an area where certain infections are more common, there is a possibility this could be an infection like typhoid fever. Let me explain what it is. Typhoid fever is a bacterial infection that spreads through contaminated food or water. The bacteria can get into the system and cause the kinds of symptoms you're describing.
Oh, I see. What do I need to do?
The immediate and most important step is for you to be properly assessed by a doctor today. Given your symptoms and travel history, this is quite urgent. The doctor will likely confirm the diagnosis with some tests, like a blood or stool culture. Mihiraa, it's also important to maintain strict hygiene, like careful hand washing, to prevent any potential spread to others while we investigate. Do you have any immediate concerns or questions about that?
I'm just worried about how serious it is. What should I do now?
I can see this is worrying for you, Mihiraa, and I want to make sure we handle it carefully. The reason I'm stressing the need for you to see a doctor today is that with symptoms like yours, especially after travel, we need to be precise. The medical assessment is urgent so we can confirm exactly what we're dealing with. A doctor will need to examine you and likely run some tests, like a blood culture, to identify the specific bacteria causing your illness. Once we have a confirmed diagnosis, the doctor can prescribe the exact type of antibiotic that will work most effectively against it. This targeted approach is much better than guessing. Additionally, with a fever and diarrhea, your body is losing vital fluids and minerals, so the doctor may also recommend measures to help with fluid and electrolyte replacement to prevent dehydration and help you feel stronger. While we arrange this, Mihiraa, there are very important things you can do at home to support your body. Please focus on drinking plenty of clear fluids, like water or oral rehydration solutions, little and often. Your body needs rest to fight this infection, so try to limit any activity. If you feel you can eat, opt for light, nutritious foods like plain rice, boiled vegetables, or toast, which are gentle on your stomach. This supportive care works hand in hand with a medical treatment to help you recover.
That's a bit of a relief. Is it going to take long to recover?
It's completely understandable to feel concerned, Mihiraa, but I want to offer you some reassurance. The most important thing is that we are addressing this now. When an infection like this is identified and treated early with a correct course of antibiotics, the body typically responds very well. With proper medical care, including completing the full prescription and managing symptoms as we discussed, the outlook for a full recovery is very good. Your health can return to normal with this focused attention. Looking ahead, once you're feeling better, we can talk about prevention for any future travel. Mihiraa, the key lessons are about minimizing risk. This includes being very diligent with hand washing, especially before eating, and being cautious with food and water, opting for bottled or boiled water and generally avoiding street food. For travel to regions where these infections are more common, a conversation with a travel health specialist about vaccination is a very effective step. It provides an important layer of protection. For now, though, let's focus on getting you better one step at a time.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for explaining.
You're welcome, Mihiraa. My main concern right now is getting you seen by the doctor as soon as possible. With your consent, I can go ahead and book an appointment for you right now. Would that be okay?
Yes, please. That would be really helpful.
Thank you, Mihiraa.